Hey, Derrick.
Yes, sir.
Man, look, there are some things that we go through every day, through every week, really, to be quite honest with you. And one of the things that I personally appreciate is the people that reach out to us, the people that have something to say to us. Mm-hmm. And there was a person that sent in some viewer mail. We had several this past week. One of the individuals sent back and said, I was just thinking to myself, if I was Coach Camp and I was Derrick Michaud, what would I do with my life? What do you think I responded back to him with?
You would.
Cannonball! Let's go! Woo! Yeah.
That's the only way to live.
That's what I told him. I said cannonball, and then they didn't send anything back. That was weird. So I don't know.
I said cannonball, and they're like, what do you mean?
That's stupid.
Yeah, so,
anyway.
But to those that reach out to us, thank you for reaching out to Coach, because I'm oblivious to the feedback on this show.
I don't know. People send me stuff.
You give it to me.
I accidentally delete things. I'm sorry about that. I've started a whole thing now. I'm going to start writing down people's thoughts, questions, ideas, dreams, hopes, desires, and hate mail. So all of that's going to go into here. We're going to talk about it at some point.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to remember it tomorrow. So I have to say it now.
So welcome to the show, everybody. Yes. You know where to go. You go to motivatewithcoachcamp.com.
Get motivated, and when you're in there, you're going to see another link. It's going to be cool. It's SRP Studios LLC.com.
That's it.
Yes.
And then, again, feedback. I can look at the emails.
You can.
So if you Facebook comment Jeff or Jeff.
I'll be Jeff today.
I got a funny story about that.
I can't wait.
At the end of one of the interviews me and Jeff filmed this past weekend, at the end where I go to the rhythmsectionpod.com and on Venmo at
Motivate
and I went. I said motivate. And
yes.
Jeff laughed the whole thing. So, anyways, email us at cannonballinglife@gmail.com.
Ooh, that was smooth.
But we're also positive. It's also a positive place.
You could go there.
Yes.
You could do this.
What's the place called?
Oh, it's called Positive Voices on Facebook. Yep. Go up in there. Become a part of the members, man.
Yes, it's a group, and that link is in the description.
I like it.
And then, at Motivate with Coach Camp on Venmo.
You can drop $1 bill.
Dollar holla.
Holla dollar. And we're not even going to take taxes out. There's no tariffs involved. This is going to work out. This is going to be good. This is just a straight dollar.
No tariffs here.
Straight to the Cannonballing Life show. We got a lot to talk about, but we actually have even some really cool stuff. You're not going to wait.
Yes.
Stick around. Just stick around.
It's going to be a good one.
This is going to be good. Derrick, how you been?
I've been okay, man.
Yeah, you're
just hanging in there.
Well, you know what? I never know from one week to the next what Derrick is going to be. So everyone come in, you be happy, not happy. But it looks like you've been using lotion. Your skin looks fantastic. You've been drinking water?
I drink a lot of water.
Do you drink a lot of water?
That's the only healthy thing I do.
Oh, well.
That's it. I drink a lot of water.
Okay.
A ton of water. I also eat a lot of food.
Yeah, good food.
And sit down at a desk a lot and don't walk enough.
Some people say that's an exercise.
What, sitting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My mouse hand and my editing, my keyboard skills.
Your fingers are strong as crap. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. I need a massage.
So, is there anything?
Yeah.
Is there anything different today? I mean, what's going on?
You know what? I woke up and I thought, this is going to be special. Today's going to be a special day because we're in June.
It feels special.
It smells special. Mm-hmm. And yesterday it tasted special. So I was like, I've got a great idea. I only have a few requests in my life. Okay. I'm a simple guy. Would you agree? I'm a fairly simple guy. Like I have the same t-shirts from high school.
Yes.
All right. So I don't have to be bougie. I think that's a word. Mm-hmm. I think so. And
sometimes you come in all turned up though.
I do get turned. Now that part is reality.
Turned up.
It's just in my soul. It's in my DNA. It's in my cells.
Turned up.
So what I thought to myself, what would I want if it was going to be a special gift? If I had an opportunity to say, this is my dream come true, okay? I don't want a nice vehicle. I don't need blingy rings and necklaces. I don't need those things. I don't even want to get another nipple ring. I don't even want that. I said, I would like to see the fly swatter lady in this studio.
Can you quit slinging that nasty fly swatter out?
And lo and behold, here she is, baby. Let's go.
Alicia Camp in the house. Oh my God.
The veil is pulled back. All of the viewers.
Unbelievable.
They didn't see you, by the way. There was a blank out right here because that's what he does in magic editing.
Yes.
And boom, the veil's pulled back and Mama's in the house. How's it going?
Great.
Alicia Camp. She is
uncomfortable.
mother of Mattie. Well, this is no different than date night
What?
with me. Because you're always uncomfortable. That's just something that happens.
I cannot believe you're here on the show with us.
almost
This is amazing.
It's like AI is here right now. We've done something with AI. People are like, there's no way she is on that show.
But Alicia, here's the thing. You are sitting with global professional podcasters. We got you back here. We're going to make this fun and not as uncomfortable. He'll probably make it uncomfortable.
I don't know. That's what she said last night. So here's the deal. I just know this much. When it comes to facing your fears, this is a big one. So I'm proud of her as a motivated coach camp guy. I'm very proud of
one more time.
This is great. You got to face your fears. It's the only way you grow. And look, she's got a birthday coming up. It turns out June 15th is also going to be what?
I have no idea.
Father's Day. That's all right. You're a father. Don't worry about
the number.
Holy moly. This is weird.
Well, this is going to publish. This is publishing after Father's Day.
Much after.
But as I sit right here, all I knew about Father's Day was it's this coming Sunday.
This coming Sunday. Fair enough. Which, when this does air, that will have been a week and a half ago.
Yeah,
something like that.
Great Scott!
So, timeline continuum.
Yes. So June 15th is, in fact, Father's Day. Now,
was Father's Day.
What was Father's Day? was. That's right. So I think you could use both at the same time. It's a double negative, which makes a positive, I believe. I'm going back in time. It doesn't matter. So here's the deal. Her birthday is also June 15th, which was a week and a half ago, as is a couple days from now. So in the end, I don't even want to know what I'm going to have to do to repay you for you actually doing this, because I know this is very out of her wheelhouse.
There's going to be a price to pay. Yeah. What are you thinking, Alicia?
I already got something for my birthday.
Oh, you got me, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's nice. What
did you get for your birthday?
Well, I got a new Jeep.
That's right.
That's right. Well, tell us about the Jeep. Is it brand new?
It's brand new. Yeah.
Like 5 miles on it when you rolled out?
It was 300, which was weird.
Yeah.
Somebody took it for a joyride.
Yeah,
that's a lot of test driving.
Yeah, I upgraded from the one I had.
Yeah,
which was what? Was it a Rubicon, or was that what you got now? Or?
Rubicon's what I have now.
Yeah.
And then I had just a little 2-door before that.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you never let Coach or Chris drive it? Is he forbidden from driving?
Big Daddy. It just calls me Big Daddy.
Yeah. Do you ever let Big Daddy drive it?
Mm-hmm. I've driven it once or twice.
One time, maybe.
Yeah, not much. No need to. I like Big Blue. I'd be rolling in that. I'd be rolling in that thing and stuff. But here's the fun fact, though. It's what I found is Jeeps are not done when you buy it.
Why is that?
There's always add-ons.
Yeah.
We're constantly. It's like, I really like the way this thing looks there. I'm gonna get this, and I'm like, oh, there's more Amazon.
Like extra
Amazon.
trim, like
I had
fenders.
to put some running boards because it's too tall. I was having trouble getting up in there.
Yeah,
and running boards look cool, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, soft top, hard top, come off.
Hard top, it comes off.
And it does come off. Mm-hmm. Can the doors come off? Mm-hmm. Oh, have you done that yet?
On my other one, I did, not this one yet.
Yeah. Man, years ago, as you've probably heard, I'm a musician. And years ago, the band I was in at the time, played in St. Croix, Virgin Islands. It was great.
Have we been there?
We've not been to St. Croix, no, but you heard his story because I make you listen to Cannonball.
That's probably because I have talked about this.
I think we have been to St. Croix.
I don't believe so. We've been to some of the other saints.
Some of the other saints.
Yeah.
But anyways, on our 2 days off we were there for a whole month. So we would work 5 days a week. And on our weekend, which I believe was Monday and Tuesday, we would rent a Jeep and find the cheapest one we can find, just as long as we could take the top off. And we did. And man, it was so much fun.
It's my favorite thing.
And there's legit little rainforests on the island that you can drive through, which probably isn't very healthy for the rainforest.
I think
it's
good.
Beautiful.
No, it's fine.
It's so beautiful, and they allow drinking and driving out there.
How about that?
Oh.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was
really encouraging,
and I was a drinker at the time.
Yeah.
So that was really fun too. And then what makes it very interesting is now that the St. Croix and 2 other islands, St. Thomas and I can't remember the third one.
St. Kitts, all the saints. I don't know. I'm just trying.
They are American territories now, but used to be British territories. So even though they flipped to the dark side,
scripted,
you still drive on the left side of the road.
Yeah.
But the cars are American, so you're driving like on the left side of the car, but then you're driving on the left side of the road, and there's a lot of like 5-point intersections and everything. So just imagine how confusing that is while drinking.
Yeah, well, I would think that you just pick the one in the middle. Always just pick the one in the middle.
Close your eyes and go.
That's it. That's all you got to do. You know, we talked a little bit about when we was in Bahamas. It's on the opposite side of the road, and the steering wheel was on the opposite side.
Oh, it is in the Bahamas too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now, Alicia drove one time, and the roads are real swirly and stuff. I got nervous. I think I threw up. So I don't know. It was weird.
When you in your past Jeep, when you had the doors off, did you have your left foot kind of hanging out?
I just rested on the thing. I didn't hang it out.
Is that a thing you got to do? Is that part of it? What about the finger thing? I see this a lot. Or is
The finger thing.
Yeah, there's finger things. Hello. Yeah, I don't know. You're doing these
the
things.
Jeep Wave.
Does it matter?
Oh,
if
there's
it's
a
forward?
Jeep Wave?
Is it a forward or backward?
It's two.
Oh, it's two. Oh, wait.
Two
then
fingers.
down and oh, wow. Look at that.
But
How about
not
that?
not like peace sign, but like this, like
Yeah,
closed.
just like a.
Oh.
So you see another Jeep coming, and how did you learn about this?
Huh.
I don't know how.
I think TikTok. I think
No.
TikTok teaches that.
Were people doing it to you, and you were like, "What are they
I think
doing?
maybe I just heard about it.
Is this like a reverse bird flip? What are we doing here?
Well, she's like, they must know my husband. I don't know. So,
Are they flipping me off? What's going on? Is my foot not hanging out enough?
oh, yeah. You got to get this thing right.
But I bring that up because I've seen it before, but just recently, this memory flash.
Yeah.
Just on Commerce a few days ago, someone was pulling into Starbucks, and this guy had a nice, one of those big Jeeps. No top, no doors, barefoot, left foot on the
Music loud.
on the rudder, or what with the footstep. Yeah, it's like, man, that's the life right there.
Yeah. Now I understand, though, why all the other Jeep owners, when I ride, look at me so weird because I'm just like, hey, guys, hey. And then they're just like, and I'm like, what is it? What?
And they're like, huh?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. So, anyways, yeah, she's living her best life. I figured, why not? She's almost halfway to 100, and that matters. So her birthday is getting close. It's getting
Why
close.
Why are you going to do that to her?
No,
we're not here to embarrass
Can
her.
you quit slinging that nasty fly swatter out?
Yes, ma'am. She's beautiful. So I'm like, you know, I put her on a pedestal. I take care of her. It's like the Jeep is there. You want the Jeep? Let's get a Jeep. She's like, oh, I want to go to Switzerland, go see a Zach Booba or whatever his name is, somebody, and plays guitar. I'm like, just go.
Zach Booba.
I don't know. Who is the guys?
Zach Bryan.
Oh, yeah.
Zach Bryan?
No.
Okay, not Brown, because there's Zach Brown, too.
Yeah, not him.
Oh, the Zach Brown guys.
Zach Bryan.
Okay. Yeah, they all run together.
Alicia, how did it feel when you went to the A Fair this year? And as you're walking up, plastered and blasted to thousands of people,
Can you quit slinging that nasty fly swatter out?
People were clapping.
did it feel as good as I hope it did?
It's amazing.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was
It
queued
was an
up.
honor, wasn't
It was
it?
queued up. We were ready to go.
I brought this iPad to that event specifically
In mind.
for real.
Yeah, I believe you.
Because I have no reason to have this there.
Okay.
But I'm like, I know Coach and Alicia are going to roll up.
That's right.
And I ended up playing other things because I had it. But then as soon as I was like, I heard D-Dog. And I look, and then I was like, bam!
You quit
There we
slinging
go.
that nasty fly swatter out.
Right over the music. I just turned the music down a little bit,
Yeah.
pumped that up.
I'm thinking I can make a rap song out of it. Will you quit? 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 Quit swinging that fly. Swatter around. That's my first cut. I got a second one coming.
I'll isolate that.
Yeah. So hey, the beauty of that soundbite is this. You know, every once in a while you'll hear somebody say something. It could be a catchphrase. It could just be a spontaneous moment, and you're like, "That is gold funny." That is how authentic that moment was. I really genuinely was swinging a fly swatter. I don't know if it's nasty or not. I wasn't sniffing it.
It was nasty.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. And I was swinging it, but I think I may have been swinging
Any fly
it.
swatter is nasty.
Well, if it's not been used, you would think
were
it's not.
trying to
Was I hitting a fly swat? Was I hitting a fly?
the dog.
I was hitting the dog. I can't remember. So one of the animals, something in the house needed to be swatted at, and it got a little close to her, I guess. And then so she authentically, just like that, exact tone, everything, said it. And I couldn't quit laughing.
Yeah, and so then you did it again for the recording.
I said, "What'd you say?"
It sounds genuine.
Can you quit slinging
Yes.
that nasty
You
fly swatter out?
sound pissed off.
It's beautiful. I want to get like this picture and a swat and then make it in a shirt. You remember Sweet Brown back in the day?
No.
Sweet Brown was, she got interviewed by the news. People all over the world right now know who Sweet Brown is. So you're about to be educated. This is a really good one. She was getting interviewed. The apartment she lived in caught on fire. And so she's out front, and you know how like the news channels will show up and they start interviewing people, what happened, and were you in there and stuff. And so she's telling her story.
I think I know this.
How it happened. And she's like, I woke up and I thought somebody's barbecuing. And I went outside, said, Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
Yeah,
And, you know, her whole
I know
sound
her,
bite's
yeah.
great. And then when she gets to the end, the moment that made her money, and I say money, she's a millionaire now, that's true. The thing that made her money was she says, and I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. And boom, ain't nobody got time for that was the catchphrase, and it's everywhere. You can buy t-shirts right now for it.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Like she monetized
It, went on tours, did all. You can look her up, Google her.
What's her name?
Sweet Brown. That's all you got to type in. Now, I don't know her authentic real name because everybody just called her Sweet Brown, and that's what you will find. Yep. She lived in the hood, and now she is living on 227 WLMT Beverly Hills. I don't know. I came up with that last part. But yeah, so you never know what's going to catch. And I just knew when she said it was absolute gold. So let's talk about something here. So there are so many burning questions people out there want to know, and I want to know too. Tell me one of the greatest things it is about being married to me.
That you come several times a week to do this podcast and talk a lot, so then you don't have to talk when you get home.
Okay, I thought for a second the way that conversation started was going to be a little naughtier than that. But okay, so you're talking about coming up here, got you.
Yeah, you exhaust it out here, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it works for me because I enjoy it.
Because then he comes home and he's tired. He wants to take a nap.
Oh, now we're telling stories. So you can tell stories about me. Sometimes you got to sleep. Me and the dog. I have a dog up there. You know about the St. Bernard, right?
Winston,
Winston. He's sleepy.
Is he 100 pounds yet?
Easy.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Easy. He's massive.
Yeah.
Dude walks around his back legs in a swimming pool like he's just out there doing this. He's waiting for somebody to throw him a frisbee or something. He's like, hey, man, can you get me a drink out of the fridge? And you go in there. What? His mouth is this big. I don't know.
I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when did you first meet Coach?
I want to know this.
Like the year?
Or what was that first meeting? Do you remember the first time you saw him?
Where's that song?
Yeah, I mean, was it like this?
Guaranteed.
Or was it?
Oh, no, that came today. That's every day. She
could have been.
Definitely that one. I've been over the counter.
Or it could have been like, ooh, look at that guy.
Could have been that, especially when I twerk.
No, we met at the hospital. I worked in the ER as a nurse, and he was a paramedic, and he'd bring patients in.
Oh, so you'd see him coming in as a hero.
Yeah, it was. I spoke her love language. I'd be like, all right, so this patient here has some back pain. Also, they went poo-poo on themselves, so you got to clean that up. You know, just bringing her cool stuff. Just neat things.
So how did the first date happen? Like, did you ask Coach?
So, you know, there's smooth moves you have, right? So I didn't want to use any cheesy lines. But I overheard her talking to a coworker, which I would say that conversation was intended.
So you're there on work as a paramedic.
Yeah, I dropped off somebody doing paperwork. You know how it is.
Stand around, hang out.
You got to talk to a few people, write down some stuff, whatever it is. And I overheard her, but I think it was an intentional overhear. She was trying to say it that it's about time for her parents to open up their swimming pool.
Okay.
And so my line was, I like to swim.
Smooth
as silk.
That
boys.
Is smooth, man.
Yeah. And the next thing I know, she followed me down the hallway. And she's like, here's my number. I was like, okay, we'll come swimming. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How many times had you seen each other before this?
Oh, probably several.
Yeah.
I mean, because
over a few months of period.
Yeah.
Months of time.
You know, I'd go up to the hospital 5, 6, 7 times in a day, dropping off patients.
So were you excited that he was going to be swimming in your pool, half naked?
She didn't know me. She didn't know me back then. So yeah.
Yeah. She learned later, oh, what was I thinking?
I didn't talk a lot at the time.
So what was that day like? What was pool party like?
Gosh, I don't even.
Cannonball! I did do that. So that's appropriate for this show 100%. Guarantee you probably tried to pull that one off. Back then, too, I was young, in my 20s. Definitely wouldn't hurt whenever I cannonballed. So probably did do some of that. Maybe something. She had a diving board. Her parents had like a legit big in-ground pool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that happened. I don't know. Actually, one thing I do remember this, because this is a long time. It was over 20 years ago.
Yeah,
I'm struggling to remember yesterday right now, to be honest with you. There's probably stuff I'll text you later that I meant to tell you today that happened this morning, and I don't even remember it right now. So there was a moment where, like, we had talked a few times. I don't even think we went on a date, but we talked. I went over maybe to her house, go swimming, parents' house. And it's like, I don't know. I got busy because I get distracted. I got ADDs, all of them. They got 4 Ds in my ADD. And I didn't talk to her for like a week.
After the pool party?
Well, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
On the first couple times, we always meet each other, do stuff. And then it's like a whole week went by. And it wasn't any reason. I was just distracted, forgot. And I was like, oh. Yeah, let me call her, see what she's doing.
I made an impression.
And she's like,
he was playing hard to get.
She's like, well, I didn't think you were going to call me. Because like, I got busy. Forget. I mean, I was just busy.
And she's like, this guy. I love
Honestly, that's the ADD part of it that you got to really embrace, or I really just get on your nerves because it is so real. I read this article the other day, and it's true, and it is true. People that have ADD and are hyperactive, the medical field is the best place for them.
Because it's frantic, right? It's high speed and
creates an environment you have to focus. Yeah. You have to have laser focus, which ADD people do have that, but it's got to be interesting to them.
Interesting, and so I would say the pressure is going to be there.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
and you're focused in, you're locked in, your mind's working quick, and then 5 minutes later, you forgot it. And it's perfect. It's just like you hit reset. There were so many days I'd come home from work, and I couldn't tell you 2 calls I made the day before for 24 hours.
But yet it was a full day.
It was a full 24 hours, unless it was something that left an impression.
Yeah.
Just because you just next, which is much like this. Full disclosure, full, not half. Not 3/4. Full disclosure.
Okay.
When I listen back to the Cannonball stuff, I don't remember half of what we said. I'm like, that is funny.
Oh, that's why I watch it too. It's like watching it for the first time.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm not going to remember Alicia was in here.
Alicia, did he talk faster in his 20s, or has it ramped up over the years?
That's a good question. I'd like to know that.
I mean, was he this way? Was he what you see here then?
I don't remember you being...
I would never had a microphone.
I don't remember you being as hype then as you are now.
Maybe I love life now. I don't know.
Was he still a nice guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, always a nice guy.
I'm not a mean guy.
No, there's nothing mean there.
No.
I've yet to hear this man cuss.
Oh, I have.
And it bothers me that I haven't had that.
There's a few people that make that happen.
Yeah, there's only a few that bring that out.
They know how to trigger.
And my feelings are hurt. I haven't heard you cuss.
You don't want to make me mad.
And I still haven't seen your theater.
Okay.
Just saying.
We're going to make that happen. Let me go to Alaska and come back. There's no reason. I haven't been upstairs in a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Really?
It's upstairs, and it's like this. Everything in your life, you have an idea for it. This is real. This is almost too motivational. I apologize. It's not cannonball-ish, but it's real. People will understand this part. There will be these moments in your life. You see something, it's impulsive, or you have an idea about it, so you work toward it, you achieve it, and then the luster's gone because you caught it. You did the thing. I built the movie room. It was an idea. I had this vision. I wanted it to be a certain way. I worked for 2 years. I got it done. And then I don't go upstairs and watch movies. But if you think about it, in most people's houses, they may have, and I'm just throwing this out there, 25 cups. But they only use 2 of them to drink from.
Oh, my goodness. Same here. I live by myself. Well, I have my daughter, but that's it. I'm the only adult in my apartment, and I have so many Windy City cups.
See?
It's ridiculous.
That's what happens.
Now, in your theater,
yeah.
I mean, you can pull up Netflix in there. You can pull up anything, no?
You could, but we have some streaming problems up there right now.
Because I'm thinking, wouldn't you want to watch?
It's fixed now.
Wouldn't you want to watch a Yankees game up there?
I did. When we first got that thing built, we were up there quite a bit.
And you have surround sound?
And have surround sound. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful thing. It's real. You almost feel like you're at the cinema.
I almost feel like I wish I could see it.
The best movie to watch.
You should know somebody to know. Which one is it?
Top Gun.
Oh, Top Gun. Oh, Star Wars.
Star Wars is good up there too.
I bet. Oh, I'm sure any epic movie like that.
With all the sound effects and you got all that.
Yeah.
I made those up myself. But yeah, that's what you will kind of hear.
But watching a sporting event must be great.
It is.
Just hearing the roar of the crowd.
The worst part is, though, when the Yankees start losing. and then I'm like, mute. So I don't want to hear any of that crap. Yeah, it is nice. I'm thankful for it. I'm not upset by it. You know who uses it the most, though?
Zach.
Mattie Camp.
Mattie Camp.
Mattie got her friends up there all the time. Now, I have suspicion.
Which is cool.
Or as the kids say, sus. I'm on a sus that they using that to go up there and make out. So I'm trying to, we got some hard rules. It's like no blankets up in that joint. Y'all got to be sitting side by side. There ain't no both on top of each other crap. Nan of that. Nan.
Are you literally?
That's what's happening.
Are you literally sitting in the room while they're there?
Now, when it started out and she was young, so I'll say junior high, the first few times she started wanting to have boys come on and watch movies.
Grade.
Yeah.
I had Zach sit up there. What I found was Zach was not a good watchdog because all he did was look at his phone or nap or whatever the crap else he was doing, was not paying attention.
But now, as teenagers, 16, 17-year-olds, you let them have their piece up there?
I do if it's more than just 2 people. So it can't be a boy-girl only. It's got to be a group.
Yeah.
It's got to be a group.
Yeah.
We got to have rules. And the door has to stay open.
I hear you.
Always door open. I don't care if the light taints it. You got to leave the door open.
The light taints it.
Yeah, it's the way it works, bruh. But it's legit. We're going to have you up there. We're going to have you up there, man. Look, it's one of those things, too, that when you get up there and you use it, you think to yourself, I don't know why I'm not up here more. This is really nice. And then you go back downstairs and I forget it's upstairs.
That's because it's out of sight, out of mind. Thank you.
Yeah, and I have very little mind left.
See, she jumps right in. Bam.
She does.
Helps us out.
Now, look, there is one thing about her that we say often that I know that she loves, and that is mother of Mattie.
You think that's funny? Mother of Mattie.
She loves it. She loves us to embellish the fact that she is the mama Mattie because that is a prized possession of yours.
Yeah.
So let's ask her the question. How do you feel about Mattie driving? Because that's what's happening today.
Yeah, I'm nervous about it.
You should be.
Because she's easily distracted. And she has a heavy foot.
She has a heavy foot.
Yeah, my daughter has a heavy foot too.
And look, that white car she's got now has been wrecked so many times. You hit a deer in it.
But it's never been my fault.
I didn't say it was your fault. I just said it's been wrecked.
Yeah, it's been hit several times.
The deer did some damage, and then
I got sideswiped on the interstate.
Sideswiped. Somebody ran in the back of you recently.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of things happening on that.
I mean, by the time this publishes, not long after, she's going to have her license, right?
Yeah, she'll be officially driving, even though she's driving not so officially. That's all right. It's all hearsay.
Well, look, my kid just got hers.
Yeah.
And right now, when summertime, so she's staying at her mom's more right now, and her mom has an extra car, so she's been using that. But man, I love firsts. I love them. And the day we got her license, I was like, hon, I'm going to let you drop me off at the studio so you can go to your friend's house. And I got video and a picture of her driving off on her own in my car. It's awesome.
It is a moment. We didn't even have a moment either. It was just like, I'm getting the keys. I'm going to get car. What? It's not even, we didn't even have like a dun, 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 dun. I don't know what the music is you're supposed to play. There's probably a musical thing you're supposed to do there. I don't know what it is. And then walk her out there and then have a ceremony and you break a bottle of champagne, you name your car. I don't know what it is, but we didn't have that moment. She was like,
maybe when she officially gets her license.
And it's more legal.
She wants a personalized tag, so we'll
have a moment.
Oh, what does she want on it?
Like Mattie C, or I think that's what it was, Mattie C.
And remind me, Mattie, it's M-A-T-T, not D-D, right?
T-T.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you kind of named her after
Don Mattingly.
Don Mattingly.
Because her name is Mattingly.
Mattingly.
Yeah, we just go by Mattie, yep. So I'm surprised that she wants Mattie C because my daughter, kind of like me in some areas, she's a little sarcastic and cray-cray. I would not have been surprised if she had said D's.
D's.
I would have been like, it seems on par. There we go. So
I used to have we called them vanity plates. I used to have one years ago in Maine.
What'd you say?
As if, but AZ. As if. That was a huge thing in my family. And I think it's a Yankee thing too. As if.
Well, we said it down
as
here.
if, but I mean, maybe extra in my family. It was an ongoing, like, as if. That's so stupid. As if. But it always has the Z pronunciation. I think that might be the Yankee.
Could be.
So
down here we had that, but they mostly said like duh.
Duh?
Like duh. Like if somebody was saying something, you're
like duh.
Like you're saying as if, and then you're just making light of the situation. Like duh is the same concept.
Like duh.
Yeah, that's it. That's how you got to say it. So you got to have an extra
I have that plate somewhere. In one of you know how when you move and you move to the next place and the next place, little apartments and everything, you have tubs.
Sure.
With memorabilia stuff that never leave the tub.
Trust me,
I have a tub.
Living through that with my mom.
I have a tub with that plate in it.
Why you look at me like that with your cross eyeball?
Because you have lots of memorabilia at the house.
That stuff's gonna be worth money. Coach Camp's going big, y'all, and so then y'all will have auctions, and it's gonna be raise money for charity. It's gonna be like, here's a pair of his old drawers with some holes in it. Who wants to bid $5? Got $5 right here, and it's gonna go on like that. You got to deal with it too.
Probably not.
All right, Alicia. Something I don't know. Where are you from? Did you grow up here in DeSoto County?
Mm-hmm. Olive Branch. I went to Olive Branch High School.
Okay. Was there two schools back then, Olive Branch and Center Hill?
Just Olive Branch.
Just Olive Branch. When did Center Hill become a thing?
I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know.
After we were older.
Yeah.
Because I lived before Hernando. I was 16 months in Olive Branch on Hacks Cross, Skate Odyssey, Sonic. There's an apartment complex inside the trees called Annandale Gardens. And that's my entire existence in Olive Branch was COVID. I moved in January of 2020 there. So it's,
I lived on the other side, closer to almost South Haven.
Okay. Like near Pleasant Hill.
Yes.
Yeah. That where Target is and all that stuff out there. What is the line? Like say you're in Olive Branch, you're heading down Goodman, heading west.
It might be Pleasant Hill.
Where's the line?
I thought it was Getwell, but I'm wrong. I'm wrong all the
It's
time.
not Getwell.
Because I know where the Dan McGinnis pub is. What is that? Is that Monroe, that cross? Malone. I know right there's that big South Haven brick wall.
Yeah, it might be.
It probably is Pleasant Hill.
I don't know. Or maybe it is
somewhere
Malone because
there.
Windstone is considered Olive Branch, I think.
I don't know. We're gonna let's do a vote for all the people out there that are in DeSoto County. Go ahead and send us something right now, what you think it is. And hey, look, Ken Adams was on my show. The mayor, he should know.
Yes.
You'll be the mayor of Olive Branch. You ought to know where your boundaries are, so he should know. So you usually
He would
send that
know.
in, Ken.
He would know. What was Olive Branch like growing up?
Small. We had one stoplight.
You didn't
At the
have
Dodges.
you didn't have the Goodman
Oh no, it's 2 lanes.
corporate America.
I mean, no, 2 lanes. That was it.
It's pretty small.
No, it wasn't Goodman Dirt Road.
On
A long
the
time ago.
far
West side.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
when
we were paved, but it was
So it was-
small.
because I've heard that Goodman was a dirt road, relatively speaking, not that long ago.
Well, I was a kid. I was like 4.
Well, no, I mean, maybe some of the friends have been
Now, I
telling me this in
appreciate
their
you. I
50s.
do appreciate you thinking that I'm young, though. I am going to take that, and I'm going to say not so long
I
ago.
did not say that.
Okay.
But when it was dirt road,
Mm-hmm.
55 probably didn't even have an exit for it, no?
Oh, man.
I mean,
I was
55
4.
just...
I was advanced, but my
What do
dad
you
didn't
mean?
let me start driving until I was
So
6.
they paved that section of Goodman when you were
A kid.
4?
Somewhere in there. I was a kid.
Because I keep
Very
hearing
small.
stories like that was like more like 30 years ago,
Oh,
not
no.
50 years ago.
No, I graduated high school in 94.
Yeah.
And, well, where I was, that was all paved. Maybe on the far west. I don't know.
No, all the way down to like Highway 61 where you go down.
Mm-hmm.
That was all paved by the time I was, 6 years old. So I remember that because I started stealing my neighbor's car when I was 13 and we would drive all around there. So it was really easy to know the streets.
So you graduated in 94?
Mhm.
96. We're not that far off.
Yeah.
2 years.
And she was advanced. She graduated when she was 10.
That's why you're the smart one in this relationship.
No, look, there's no arguing where our strengths and weaknesses are, okay? So, like, when it comes to academics, in particular, math, and we've talked about this, I have a bone to pick with the first person that decided we're going to start putting alphabet in math. This is going to be fun. I don't agree with any of that crap. It's bull crap. And so when you look at her, she's like, oh, that's a double XC to the XY with the bubble.
Good at math, are
I
you?
love math.
And she's
I was a
doing a
math head, too.
parentheses. And I'm like, how about this? No.
If I
That's
could
my
make-
answer.
If I could make as much money teaching as I do what I do now, I would teach math.
Really? I was great at math too. Not now. Or I don't remember any of that algebra stuff. I don't remember
I
any of
love
it.
algebra.
But I was really good at it.
He says I'm not a good teacher, though.
She's
Hey.
not. She's not. She's an angry teacher.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to judge
She's
you.
drill instructor type teaching.
But there's something to say about you could be really smart at something, but not necessarily a good teacher.
That's
Like-
true.
That's what he says.
Like my buddy Manny Zapata right here. Amazing musician, great teacher. Just has that knack. He's taught his kids, his daughters. I mean, I'm a pretty damn good musician. I've tried giving lessons. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Besides the balance of patience, you also have to be able to read the person, because as a coach, I think that's the thing that makes me an effective coach is being able to recognize an individual's weaknesses and their strengths. And it's always personalized. You can't broad brush stuff. And the other side of this, and now it's not with everybody. I don't want to paint the wrong picture, because she does have immaculate patience with Mattie when it comes to trying to show her something. Her frustration comes when Mattie doesn't want to hear it. So it's like when she turns her off, then all of a sudden she becomes frustrated. But with me, oh Lord Jesus, let's go ahead and talk about it. So it's like, I don't understand why this is. I done told you because it's like this, and you do it like that, and that's all you got to do. And I'm like, well, holy hell! I still don't know anything that just happened, but now I feel worse about my life. So thank you. You've accomplished something.
It's easy to be like, why don't you get it?
Yeah, that's what happens.
Why don't
with
you see what I see?
me?
Yeah. Is Mattie good at math?
She's not bad. She's better
That's
than
her,
me.
That's her strongest subject, I would say.
Because mine, maybe the same for you, being more math. I was really bad at English and history.
What do you think I was good at?
English. No. Well, I mean, in high school, it sounds from the stories I've heard throughout schooling, pre-college, you were good at nothing.
Well, there was things I was good at. I just didn't get good grades for it. There wasn't a graded process in that area, so it's weird. But it's funny because I am good at English when it's my English. So if I'm getting to speak Southern redneck Coach Camp, I'm good.
I mean, you're going to ace every public speaking class ever.
Bam, that's where I'm at. So straight A's in those things. Actually, believe it or not, I was really good at American history because I was interested in it. I loved American history and the wars. And
I
stuff.
am now. Like, I love watching docs and like all the Ken Burns stuff. I love it. In school, man, I was drooling in my book. I could not pay attention. Couldn't pay attention.
So those things that were, I would say, had a more free thought to it as well. So things that didn't require such regiment. And I was actually really good at biology in that. This probably blends to why I was an A&P.
Foreshadowing.
So knowing that I would go into that down the road, I picked up on like the systems, body systems, so I was good at that. But you put some math, and actually, guess who edits all of my intros?
Can you quit slinging that nasty fly swatter out?
That's the lady.
And that's a lot of work because that's a big write-up what he does.
It is. And
look at the description for this episode and then look at the description for Monday's episode. Yeah. They look vastly different.
But you write up these.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, it's a combination.
Okay.
I put together the bullet points and filter it through ChatGPT and poof, spits it out for me. But it's 3 sentences, maybe 4.
Okay.
Where yours is a full 2,000-word blog.
And I don't use any ChatGPT because I don't know how. I don't know. I don't use any of those. She will tell you, too, when it comes to the tech world, don't ask me. Don't ask me. I don't know. I don't have a clue. Nor do I have the patience for it. I'm not good at it.
It's terrible.
Right. Oh, I want to. I want you to go there, but this is just one more great example. This is a great example. It's a real example. So sometimes on Cannonball, you put a question mark, and we may or may not tell you if it's real because we want you to wonder. But this one's real. This one is real. So I have request shame because of how she comes back at me. Like if I'm doing something on a computer, I may say, I'm having trouble with this. Can you figure that out? She's like, I don't know. I just push buttons. That's all I do.
So
see, it works.
So you feel shame? Or you feel shamed?
But I feel like I can't ask because she's just going to push buttons and then it's going to work. And then I try to say, well, you did it and I didn't. And then she's like, oh, well, all you got to do is push buttons. Well, so not long ago.
I'm sure you sound just like that, right?
That's all those.
Click on stuff.
That's how it hits in my ear. That's what's hitting in my ear. So not long ago, you remember our dog Finley took a hiatus for a moment, decided to go jogging with some other person.
He went for a hike. Yeah.
He went bye-bye. And so me, full panic mode, got to find my dog. I was doing everything. You saw the social media post, all the shares, hundreds of shares. And so I also went, and I'm like, I'm going to find me a dog investigator. So I get online, and I find like some kind of paws and puppy something or another. We're going to find your animal for you. And I like sign up, and there's like a free trial 7 days thing, and they like post it everywhere. It's almost like the old school. You go up to all the what are those things called? Electric poles, light poles, all those things. And you would stick the flyers up.
With the staple.
They were doing that on the internet, essentially. And so I thought I signed up for the 7-day trial. I thought about asking her help. Then I thought about how I don't really want to get hit over the head right now. My dog already missing. I want to just find my dang dog. Yeah. So I signed up for the 7-day trial that was supposed to be free. And the next thing she knows, she's looking at her phone because she gets notices on Mondays. And she says, what's this $200? And I said, I don't know what $200 you're talking about. Yeah. And she says, right here, for some puppy pile thing. But I was like, oh, snap. It looks like they cost money.
It sounds like what you did is, you signed up. And because you've signed up, you got the 7-day at the front end.
I did.
And $200 sounds like an annual subscription, which there's no refund, right?
No refund on it.
Right.
I just thought that they needed all my credit card information to secure the 7-day trial, and then I could unsubscribe.
Now, did you discontinue it? Yes. Now you have access to this app for a year, so congratulations. Yeah. Well, but make sure that you still cancel it so it doesn't automatically renew.
What's worse is it was only a monthly subscription.
Yeah, but you paid for a whole year.
No, it was a month to month. So we already canceled. So we only had it for a month.
It was $200 a month?
For a month. I guess they're assuming it was. I guess they're assuming if your dog's still missing after a month, they dead. They in a puppy mill somewhere or a dog fighting.
They want to get that $200. because they know people are going to cancel. That's a lot of money
Yeah, I know.
for an app like
Trust
that.
me,
Holy
I
smokes.
heard all about it. So now here's what I do. I'll start into something. I'll be like, look, this is what I'm trying to figure out. And if you don't want to help me, don't say anything when this costs us money. I'm just pushing buttons. And she's like, give it to me.
Amazon's just flooding in.
The other side of it, too, is I'll
Amazon.
start trying something and she'll start looking over my shoulder and she'll see I'm doing it wrong because I'm stupid. And she'll be like, just give me that. Just give it to me. And I'm like, all right, holla.
Are you doing that on purpose?
No, I suck.
So that I will
I
do it?
legit suck.
I mean, that's a good angle to
Do
take,
you not
Coach.
see the $200 it cost us? Do you think I would do that to prove a point?
Yeah.
I don't want to waste $200.
But that's a good angle you can take. Just I'm going to pretend that
I
I'm
don't know how to figure this out.
I'm so dumb and it involves a lot of money.
Yeah.
Let's just-
I wish I was that crafty. The truth is I'm not that conniving where can be spontaneous and hyper and all the other things. I just don't think that way. And you would say bullcrap because you steal your neighbor's car. No, I was just good at being sneaky, but not conniving. So me trying to trick you into something, not so much doing it behind the scenes where you never see it coming. Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good at that.
Yeah. You're a good thief.
I was a good thief back then. I was good at playing the role of my fake ID with a police officer. I'm like, yeah, no, my name is that guy that's on the license. I can't say it because of, I don't know, there's some kind of copyright infringement. Plus, it was a real license. So anyways, what were you going to say?
Oh, so let's get her voice back in here. Real question.
Mm-hmm.
In school, did you play sports or anything? In the band? Any extracurricular stuff?
Mm-mm.
No, just learning that math.
Loved it.
Mattie always says I was a nerd because I just had good grades. I didn't.
That's good. And then, did you go to college right out of high school?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go?
I went to Ole Miss for a semester, but then a little bit of life happened, and I had a baby. So then I had to take a break. But then I went back and just went to Northwest nursing school.
So right out of the gate, you wanted to be a nurse. It's kind of something you already knew.
When I went to Ole Miss, I was actually on a business track.
Okay.
I didn't even know that. It was almost like I'm meeting you for the first time.
Yeah.
See, look at this.
Business, but I didn't know that I really wanted to do that.
Yeah.
So.
It seems like that degree you go after because, like, I don't really know what I want to do, but
Yeah.
business might be helpful, you know. But when you're spending all that money.
Yeah.
You know.
What's interesting, though, is we know now for sure it was definitely not the track for her because she doesn't know how to mind her own business.
Oh!
Denied.
I'm in Mattie's business all
That's
the
what
time.
I'm saying. She all up in
Well,
some
so Mattie
things.
would agree with you, Coach.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
She would.
I'm getting yelled at constantly.
Yeah, well, I'll tell her she's going into her junior year now, so you better be careful talking about Alicia's going into her junior year. So this is her junior year as much as it is Maddie's.
Yes, I'm going into my senior year if we're doing that.
Yep. So what
but
are we
both
up
our
to?
daughters get to experience the new school.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And Skylar's got 1 year in.
Yeah.
She's just made it so she can have 1 year at this new school.
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
Have you been over there?
I've driven by it a bunch, circled it driving around, but then just recently I went in and I was shocked it was open, summertime. I needed to get a attendance record so Skylar could get her license.
Yeah.
So I made it through that first little lobby in the front office, but I looked through the windows and man, that place looks
It looks
epic.
like a university.
Epic. It's a huge campus. It's
Massive.
awesome. I can't wait to go watch a football game there. It's going to be great.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is okay to talk about this here. I can say this now. I was going to say.
I don't know what you're
going
to say, but
I
I'll
don't
say
either.
yes, it
I
is.
didn't know I was going to say it until my mouth started working, and now I'm going to say it. Did you know that I got a gig commentating? I am going to be calling
You mentioned something about
all
this.
the football games at Lake Cormorant, the home
That's
games.
it. Yeah, you did say
for
that.
the 5 home games, they
Wow.
are bringing me in to do the commentating.
That's awesome.
And guess who our first game is against?
Hernando.
Exactly. Of course it is. Why would it not be Hernando?
Does our friend Robert Carter still do Hernando?
He does. Well, I know he does the baseball, and I think he does the football.
Well, I mean,
still.
he absolutely did the football
He
when I
absolutely
was
did
going.
do the
Whether he
football.
did it, I didn't go to any games this last school year.
I didn't either.
But
How many did you go to?
None.
Really?
Not this past school year.
How many pep rallies did you go to?
None.
Wow. You really missed your 10th grade year. That's
I'll
gonna
tell
be
you
sad.
what. 2 years ago, I went to a lot of games because my friend's last son was a senior. It was his last year, so they went to every game. So I had people to kind of sit with, and high school game. It's fun. It's in a fun environment.
Sure.
It's a lot of energy. Sometimes the game is what it is. It's a blowout, or no one can catch a ball. But then there was one night, man, when it's a good, high school football game. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
And there was one night where these quarterbacks were on fire and the receivers were on fire, and I was like, man, this is so fun.
You know what's funny is they don't know me at Lake Cormorant. You know how I got the gig?
No, I think you mentioned, but remind me,
our
please.
friend Neil Colley.
Neil Colley.
He's the one that suggested me to them. I guess he knows the people down there.
Because that's out towards Walls, right?
Yes, it is in that direction. And the funny thing is, they're like, well, we need somebody that can be energetic. Oh, I hit him
Neil.
full 11 every time.
I know who Neil thought of immediately.
He did. He said that. He told me that. He's like, I couldn't think of anybody else that'd be better. Man, I don't know any of those players, but they are going to know me, brother. I am going to be bringing it every time. That's another tackle by number 55.
It's making me want to go to a Lake Cormorant game. I have to go I might have to go to the Hernando game.
Yeah, it's the Jamboree, so it's the very first one.
It's the very first game. Remind me when that comes up, please.
It's in August, so.
Okay.
Hey, look, here's what we got for you, Alicia, because I don't know where we at on time.
We're at about 45 minutes.
How about that? That's really nice. It's a very sweet time to be in. Here's what I got to ask for you. So what do you have on your agenda? Because we have some stuff coming up. We have some big things coming up. Next year you turn, and this is okay to say this, you should embrace your life. The big 5-0.
It doesn't bother me.
You shouldn't.
It doesn't bother you.
You're doing great. You're doing fine in life.
Yeah.
So you're going to hit the big 5-0. And is it next year that we hit 20 years anniversary? So 07, so 06, 26. So it'll be 27.
Mm-hmm.
So in 27. What do you want from me? Because I want to get it on tape so I can remember. Because I'm going to have to look back and be like, what does she want for her 50th? I don't even know. Let's watch this episode here. And for her 20th, what I got to do. So what do you want?
I don't know.
A second Jeep?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I'll take that second Jeep.
Just a trip. I don't know where for our anniversary, I think we should go to Europe.
Europe. You know, we were just talking about my buddy Larry Gates that did a bike tour across Europe for a whole year. You want to do a bike tour?
No.
Oh, okay.
And then in that conversation, I'd mentioned, and you already knew this, Coach, I've gone to Austria twice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Austria. I'd like to
Beautiful.
go there.
Vienna is gorgeous. And Graz, Graz, is a smaller city. It's beautiful. I mean, and clean. As far as Vienna is a big city, but history, like you see all the old structures, and then you think back, wow, yeah, World War II bombs were landing in this place. So it's just a historic area, but it's so clean.
I think Croatia's really pretty too.
Yeah, I think is Austria a socialist country? I don't know.
No, it's not. It's fine.
But it's still regulated differently than what we do here.
I would imagine so. I had the guest on, Martin Fitz was his name. He's living in Arizona.
I can't remember all your guests. We've only had 322.
I know. So he's from, he lives in Arizona now, but he was from Austria. He was in the Special Forces, remember?
Yeah.
So anyways, they have contact over so we can do some Special Forces stuff. They have sheep. Apparently they have sheep over there.
But just the way they operate is fascinating. It's just clean. You cannot find a cigarette butt anywhere on the ground. Their cars are all pristine. You know how here in Memphis or even DeSoto County, you got duct tape holding fenders on cars. You don't see any of that. All the cars are Mercedes and BMWs.
Oh, wow.
The Ubers that we would ride were Jaguar SUVs.
Oh, snap.
And driving so fast. And tons of motorcycles and mopeds. It's just a different flow. It's really cool. But Europe's great.
Okay.
I mean, all I know is a little bit of Austria, 2 little locations, but
well, I needed this so that I can have something to look back to. Like, where in the world did she say she want to go to? Austria. Okay, I can watch that one now.
And there's no language barrier.
Oh, good.
They all speak English out there.
I do want to go to Italy too.
Okay, there's a language barrier there. Grazie.
Well, I would gather they probably step up with the English too.
They probably do.
We were told when we got to Austria. I mean, when our layover was in Amsterdam. And I'm thinking, this is going to be a cool airport.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk in here. It looked like the airport in Baltimore. Not one foreign word anywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
And then we landed in Austria and we realized everyone's speaking English and they teach them young. Because it's, I guess, globally,
it is the global language.
For like global economy, global business, everything. It's sort of the...
But did they still have trouble understanding you because you have a northern accent?
No.
Juice guys are crazy. I don't know. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how you do your words up there. But
hey, what's up, bud?
You say, hey.
No. So it's cool. Go to Europe. It's fun.
Yeah.
Cool. Do it.
So we'll have that. We're about to go to Alaska. I have an idea. So I want to do a photo shoot. Are you cool with wearing an Eskimo hat and boots only?
No.
Okay, just an idea. It was just a thought, guys. Thought if I slid that in there at this moment in the conversation, it would be a green light go, yes, and shot down.
Denied.
There it is. But Alaska's going to be fun. We are going to do that. We're going to run. How are you excited about running that?
No.
Okay, so she's going to do the half.
Question about Alaska.
Talk to me.
What is the season up there right now? Is it all daylight?
It's mostly daylight.
It's just mostly daylight.
The
So
sun sets at like 11
Midnight.
something and rises at 4 something.
yeah, but then still doesn't go
Set
all the way down. So it's dusk.
Yep,
Yeah.
pretty much. That's it.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I would rather be there for that. I could not handle 24-hour
Oh, me either.
darkness.
I'd be sad. I'd be so sad. Yeah. I've got me I made me a little homemade mask out of some socks, old socks I had, and I'm just going to wear that at night so I can sleep.
Old socks?
Yeah, well, I didn't want to use my new ones because I got to sew them together.
Why don't you just go buy
Oh.
the
Well, I had
eye
some old
covers?
socks with some holes in it. I was like, well, this will work. So, like, if I woke up in the middle, I could slide it around and have the hole right there in my socks so I can see my way to the bathroom.
What, $10? You can get some...
You got the holes in it?
no, the eye covers. Is that what you're saying? Like
Well,
the,
yeah,
the
it'd be a
blackout?
Sleep mask.
Sleep mask.
It'll be a sleep mask, but you just have a hole inside of it so I can spin it around. Look.
Why are you using an old dingy sock?
Because it's fun. And here's the thing. So that I thought about that, or a unicorn mask. You know, I'll say I'm the unicorn, and I do believe that.
Yeah.
But there was a story once where we were on our way back from Hawaii in an airplane, and apparently Alicia and Zach saw this. Do you mind? Do you mind?
What?
Do you mind if I share? Or do you want to say it? Because you saw
Let her
it.
tell. I
You
mean,
saw it. I did not see it. You can tell it.
You've said a lot of words. Let her say some words.
Yes, ma'am. Sir. Sorry. I'm just used to saying that at home. I hear that same phrase. You said a lot of yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. I don't want. I'm not getting the floss water. I'm not getting it.
I might start laughing because it's me laughing.
It is
every
good, but that's
time.
okay. This show's about laughter.
So we're sitting. I think we're on the very last row.
We were in the back for sure.
But there's a big plane, and so there's a bathroom like behind. Zach is sitting in the row behind me to the side, and then there's bathrooms behind him. The bathrooms. It's flying from Hawaii. It's a red eye, so it's overnight. It's terrible. And I'm sitting there, and I hear this big commotion, like a big boom, and I look back. There's a lady laying on the floor with a unicorn sleep mask on. And she had fallen out of the bathroom. I don't know if she fell asleep in there and then just fell out the door.
And she still had the mask like kind of floating over her forehead.
And I look back at Zach and he's like, I don't know.
And how old was Zach at this? Like
This is back in 2018, so I don't know.
7 years ago.
7 years ago.
So
he's-
yeah. So he was a
in his
little
20s.
kid.
He was in his 20s.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
She just looked, that unicorn mask sticking up on her head.
I mean, I hope she didn't fall asleep while using the toilet.
Well,
Now she
oh,
rolls
no.
out with,
Womp, womp.
with pants down around her ankles.
So she looked over at Zach, and Zach had that look on his face of,
What is that?
it's like, what are we looking at right now? I hate I missed it. I was asleep.
You were knocked out.
I was
were you?
knocked out. It took me an Ambien. It was night, Christopher.
Oh, you took an Ambien
I did.
on the plane?
I wish I'd have got up and
I've
walked
heard
around.
enough Ambien stories from this
Yes.
guy. He's very
Oh my
unpredictable.
Yes.
How did you not think he was going to start walking naked down the aisle or something?
I don't know. I was hoping I did. I was like, that'll make TikTok.
That's a different kind of unicorn, if you know what I'm saying.
Hello.
Oh, no, it's this.
No half mass here.
Alicia Camp.
Whipping.
Man, what a pleasure. You did great. How do you feel about this?
Were you nervous?
Yes, I was nervous.
But you did great. How you feel?
See, it's fun.
Fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Will you think you'll watch it back?
Probably not.
Okay. I need the
don't want
views.
to see myself.
Well, don't
You
look
made
at
me
it.
do that documentary
Play it.
before, and I didn't like doing that either.
But like I said, you're working with two global podcast icons here.
True enough.
We made it easy for you, didn't we?
I thought we did. Yeah. You know, she the Southern Iron Mom. If you've not watched those.
The what?
Southern Iron Mom.
Southern Iron Mom.
Okay.
Okay.
You got Iron Man.
But then Iron Mom.
And I came up with the idea of making her Southern Iron Mom. We had a logo. She had her own gear. This is all true. And we did a YouTube series, 6 episodes for a whole year, taped her going through the process of training to go back to challenge herself to Iron Man the second time after she had
Which
didn't
you
make it.
did a better time than
She did.
Coach.
And we got it all on tape for the whole year. It's a whole series.
Is it on the
It's on
Motivate?
YouTube.
It's on
No,
YouTube.
it is on my page, motivatewithcoachcamp.com, the website. You can go to my
But
website.
what's the YouTube channel?
Southern Iron
Southern
Mom.
Iron Mom.
Oh, okay. It had its own channel. Yeah.
Yeah. So we did that.
Damn.
I know, man. Onion. A lot of layers. A lot of layers.
Views? Did it get some views?
I don't remember how many views, but understand this was back in 2015, and we didn't have any social media knowledge. We were not good. I wasn't even on Facebook in 2015.
Yeah.
So I think I may have gotten Facebook just to promote it and didn't know what I was doing. And the YouTube stuff, we had the guy, you saw a little bit of the video. He followed us around and made the videos. And it was like,
I watched that a long time ago.
It was A quality stuff. I mean, like movie quality, awesome interview, sound, everything, editing, beautiful, B-roll, all that stuff.
Not this bullcrap podcast stuff we deal with now.
This is top notch. We are international.
No, I've seen those videos. That's top notch videography.
It absolutely was. And she definitely was not comfortable.
I remember
sit down and do interviews and everything.
I remember you showing me that shortly after we met. So it's been a long time. But yeah, I do remember the quality. I didn't know it had its own channel. Yeah. I thought it was deep in the archives of the Motivate with Coach Camp YouTube.
No, it was all her. I like to think of myself as the growth model. I'm helping her grow outside of her comfort zone all the time.
Yeah,
that's it. Way to go, girl.
Well, you know what?
It's time.
It's time too.
Cannonball! Hey, thanks, girl. Appreciate you. Yeah, call her Boo Girl.
The love is in the air.
It is.
I can feel it.
Yeah, I call her
Thanks
Boo
for being
Girl.
a good sport, Alicia.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Can you quit slinging that nasty fly swatter around?
Will, just for you today. I will do that. Yes.
Well, what do you say, Coach?
Yeah, I think people should go over to SRP Studios LLC.com and check everything out that you have, because you got rhythm section, you've got the real Hernando, you got this other guy named Motivate with Coach Camp.
Yeah, so
I love it.
After you open up my website on the browser, then there's a plus sign. Click that, opens up another window.
Wow.
MotivateWithCoachCamp.com. Do that.
It's like the window to Narnia.
And then you go to this description and click a link to Positive Voices went out of order. But Positive Voices.
Do that.
Third browser.
Yes.
Go join that group and be positive with us.
Get on my team, dog.
Browser number 4. Your
4.
Gmail account and go to Cannonballing Life
at
gmail.com. Woo! So that way I can read some of this feedback, even if it's hate, because Coach, you talk about some people throw hate your way too.
Give it to me.
So I want to see it.
You can do it. Put your back into it.
I feel like I'm left out.
Oh.
You know, FOMO, right? Fear of missing out.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
I got FOMO.
Do you? Oh, I'll share it with you. I'll share the hate.
Okay,
it's all good. Yeah, it's all good, man.
And Venmo.
Yes.
At Motivate with Coach Camp. Alicia Camp, one last time, is and was in her house. Enjoy your new Jeep.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
I forced that. Don't worry about it. We'll take it.
Enjoy your trip to Alaska.
Absolutely.
And all right, Coach. Everyone. Oh, but no, we still got music to talk over.
Well, at least 5
we got
more
30 seconds.
Oh, 30 seconds of music?
Yes.
How do you know these things? Oh. Is that what you're learning on your DJ stuff? The DJ Throb?
No, I don't have a good DJ board yet.
Well, we're going to be in Alaska when this comes out. I will be listening to it somewhere in a mountain. Hopefully, if I have reception and not being eaten by a polar bear.
And I hope that you survive the race.
I hope I do too.
All right, y'all. Have a great weekend.
Holla, holla. Love ya.
See ya.